Hi everyone, this is Mr. Book 451 at Outlook.com, welcoming you to another YouTube video where I'm going to be showing you quite a lot of books actually. There's about, I don't know, a couple of hundred. They're mostly trade paperbacks, modern trade paperbacks, but of really good material. So a lot of weird horror, a lot of Lovecraftian stuff, a lot of ghost, and they've all come in fairly recently. So what I've done is I've been through, priced them up, and I thought, well, before I bag them or list them somewhere else, I will offer them out because, as you know, everything I show you is for sale, unless of course it's already sold. So there we are. Let's just show you the boxes and then we can make a start. So this is what I've got on offer. There's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 8 boxes, and I've got a few more in the study. 8 boxes of trade paperbacks, most of which are as new unread. There's a lot of Lovecraft and Lovecraft related stuff. Also a lot of stuff by Brian Stapford, which I'll be showing you individually, one by one. They're all priced, and what I'm planning to do is to whiz through them box by box. So fingers crossed, here we go. So the complete John Silence stories, Angela Blackwood, edited by Josh here. I've got £8 on this. So this is almost brand new. And there we are. Then we move to, look at this, the Essential Harlan Ellison, the Essential Ellison 50-year retrospective. This was a massive trade paperback. It's got a little bit of kind of faulting on the laminate just there, but it's not creased and it's huge. It's got a little bit of discoloration on the edges, so it's not fine. I put £20 on that. I think that's probably fair. So let me chuck those down there. And of course, one of the advantages of buying in this method is that if you like 3 or 4 things, I can probably, I mean, apart from the Harlan Ellison, I can probably get them into a package where you're only going to pay one lot of postage. This is the series Planet Stories, reprint a lot of the lead brackets with really nice cover. Obviously the author of The Empire Strikes Back, The Ginger Star, £6 on that. Just about fine copy. If there are any major faults, I will tell you. Reeses of Scath. Don't know how you pronounce that. There we are. Again, same series, same format, and same price. Now somebody's put 20 quid on that. Forget that. 6 quid. Chuck that in the bin. 6 quid. That's what it is to you. There we are. Get them in, get them out. Secret of Sinharat and the People of the Talisman. This is a nice one. Look, guy riding dinosaurs. Who doesn't like to ride a dinosaur occasionally? There we are. Introduction by Michael Walcott. 30 quid. Gotta be so silly. 6 quid. There we are. Come on. Not miss them out. Now this one is not fine. This is Stan Nichols, Wordsmiths of Wonder. This is one of these books where writers are interviewed. There's a little bit of a crease on the spine there. What have I put on this? 4 quid. So it's 4 quid for that one. Jules Verne. In the collection I bought, there was quite a bit of Jules Verne stuff. This is one of the Mike Ashley. Mike Ashley did a number of these Mammoth Book of, and this is Mammoth Book of New Jules Verne Adventures, actually edited by Mike Ashley and the wonderful Eric Brown, who I could tell you so many stories about how wonderful Eric Brown was. There's a little spodge on the back. I'll probably get rid of that. It's showing a little bit of age there. What have I got on that? £6 on that. There we are. Am I going fast enough or am I going too fast? I don't know. Here's a funny one. This is just an old, this is a £5. This is The Land That Time Forgot and the Moon Made by Burrows. I don't know why I put a £5 on that. I'll change that to 3 quid. It's not a terribly nice copy, that. It's not a very attractive book either. fact, I might not even bother to sell that much, just chuck it away. There we are. Not chuck it away, but chuck it in the £1 book pile. Rhapsody for the Eternal, a collection by Darren Spiegel. Dark fantasy. This is £8. This is Raw Dog Screaming Press. This is just about as new from 2009. First printing. There we are. Beautiful, crisp, sharp copy. If you are a fan of your dark fantasy, weird fantasy, The Rise of Supernatural Fiction by E.J. Cleary. 1762 to 1800, Cambridge University Press. I put 15 on this. There we are, Cambridge University Press, and that is from first paperback edition 1999. So there we are. Scott Thomas. I've had one of his books for quite a while now, actually, so it's nice to see a Scott Thomas book again. There we are, £8 on this, Dark Regions, pressed from 2007. So this came from a collection where the guy was really into his weird fantasy and looked after the books really, really well. Daniel Mills, The Lord Came at Twilight. There we are. Dark Renaissance books. So a lot of these being imported from the States. I don't know. I don't think they were terribly widely available in this country. There's £8 on this one. This is from 2014. There we are. So a collection. Right. So moving into the Cthulhu Mythos genre. Look behind the Derleth Mythos. John D. Heffel. There we are. First time in paperback, revised and expanded. If you're into this book, you'll know about it. It's £12 now. But there was that. There we are. That's the first box out of the way. And let's grab the next box. Lovecraft Art, Artifact and Reality. Again, Hippocampus Press, really nice, sharp, crisp copy, and I've got 12 on that. This one does have a little corner dink. Fabulous weird menace kind of cover there, and it like menacing, grisly little thing jumping out at us. The Jade Suit of Death. Picture of the Royal Occultist. Look at that. MB Press. What have I got there? £8 on that one. Simon Kurt Unsworth. There we are. Quiet Houses. I think I put 8 on that one. Yeah, there's 8 on that one. That tends to be kind of Dark Continents Publishing. Tends to be the kind of price I've put on these is sort of anywhere between 6 and 12. Usually if they're like this, they're nice. They're 8. The Whitechapel Demon, that's 8. MB Press again. These kind of small press things in the States. They published a lot of really good stuff, but that didn't get a very wide distribution. And there we are. Vultures of the Void, The Legacy. Phil Harpottle with a lovely Hardy cover. As you know, David Hardy's been doing covers on books for many years. There we are. Vultures of the Void, The Legacy. Phil Harpottle, Cosmos Books. And this is from 2011. There we are. Right, I'm trying to go fast because I'm getting through. I want to get through a lot of books, and I don't want people to just get, for it to become a very, very long video. So you'll know whether you want the book by looking at it and think, oh yeah, that's what I've been looking for, or that looks interesting. The narrator, Michael Sisko. So a lot of these are small presses in the States, 2010. There we are, again, just about. Little mark on the back, get rid of those, little bit of grub, but that's gone. £8 on that. House of Windows, John Langan. Again, pretty nice. Looks unread. Nightshade Books is one of the Nightshade paperbacks. Just a little bit of tanning at the edge. £8 on that. San Francisco, first printing. There we are, 2010. And again, John Langan, the wide Carnivorous Sky and Other Monsters. £8 on this one from Hippocampus Press in New York, first edition. There we are. Nice. John Clute, bit of non-fiction. Pardon This Intrusion. And again, what have I got on that? This is the first from 2011. Just a little bit of a mark there. £9 on that one. Okay, let's pop those to one side. Oop. There we are. Ah, this one's interesting because that's got the same cover, obviously, as one of the Pan books, M.R. James books. Criticism on M.R. James. Warnings to the Curious, Joshi and Pardo. Again, Hippocampus Press, and that is £12. This was one that I was going to actually pull out and read, but first edition for 2007. That looks really interesting. There, The Unusual Death of Julie Christie and Other Stories. Andrew Michael Hurley. We've got that £8 on this one, 2008. Yeah, again, if there's any major faults, I'll be telling you about it. There's just a little bit of cleaning up needs to be there. There's The Echoes, the Ray Bradbury interviews by Sam Weller. There we are, £8 on that. Interviews with Ray Bradbury. Of course, because I'm whizzing through these, it really is just a kind of taster. If there's something in here you think, oh, I want to know a bit more about that, then obviously you can. This one's got a little bit of wear on it, actually. This is the Weird Fiction Review, #1 from 2010. This is a little bit rough, but I'm including this one because it's probably quite difficult to find now. £8. And there we are. That gives you a chance just to see who's in there. Okay. Mark Samuels again. The Face of the Twilight. This is £8. 2016. First from PS Publishing in 2006, but this is a revised paperback edition. There we are, very nice. Deepest Darkest Eden. Tales of Hyperborea, which of course is Clark Ashton Smith. There we are. Miskatonic River Press from 2013. Okay. What have I put on that? I think it's £8 on it. Nosferatu in Love from Jim Shepard. Look at that great colour. This is a favour. It's one of these unusual ones which is a favour paperback but with a wrapper. I'll put £6 on this. There we are. It's got an inscription. I don't think that's got anything to do with the author or the book. It's just somebody bought this for somebody as a Christmas present. It's just part of their story, isn't it? Part of the story of the book. So there we are. That's £6 on that one. Right, the other one. How about this? Passage of the Light. This is non-fiction, all about the work of Barry Malzberg, who I believe passed away just recently. So there we are. This is Nesfa from North America. I've got £8 on this. This is from June 1994, first printing. There. Nesfa do tend to get reprinted quite often because they are such lovely books that they do sell out quite quickly. And I think in the initial print runs are quite small. Unusual book. There we are. Hieroglyphic Press. £8 on this one. Sacrum Regnum issue 1. Art Samuel's familiar name. Good. Right, got all those done, and we got all those done. We're doing well, guys. We are doing well. Okay, Mike Moorcock, London Peculiar. Almost fine, £8. Well, almost fine. It is fine. Probably just got a little rub here or there. I'll clean them up if they need cleaning up before I send them out. Tribute to Mark Samuels, Mark to Die. Here we are. Nice Unbroken Spine Snuggly Books. And what have I got on that? 12 on that. Did I tell you what I had on the Moorcock? The Moorcock is 8. And there's 12 on that. Lovecraft Slept Here. 9 on this one. Don't ask me how I come up with the pricing, I've no idea. Wildside Press. There we are, look, 2003. Damien Broderick. This is, again, non-fiction, 21st century science fiction literature. This is a Borgo. Now, Borgo were obviously subsumed by Wildside, and there are quite a few Borgo Wildside in here. This is 12 quid. There we are, in 2009. All right. There we are, Ghost Mysteries. £9 on this one, another MB Press, 2014. Lovely. There we are. So if you see something and you think, oh, I might fancy that, probably ought to get a little bit more information, just send me a message, Mr. Book 451. That's Mr. as in MR, not Mr. spelled out in full, but MR. Random hardcover here. Vonnegut Slaughterhouse 5. This is in the Vintage Classic series. Quite a nice little series to collect if you just want a nice copy of a classic book. It's got a little, ribbon in there, reading ribbon, keep your place. Nicely made book. Originally at 17 quid, I got 6 quid on this. So if you fancy Slaughterhouse 5 in that edition for 6 quid, that's a book for you. There we are. Not been read, I don't think. There we are. The poet Edgar Allan Poe. Oh, now this is almost the only proof copy I've got in this offering of books to you today. I think this is the only one. But obviously, normally these proofs contain the exact text that's going out. They may not just have all the information on the cover, like the pricing and whatever. Okay. So there we are. A Heinlein, Man Who Sold the Moon and Orphans of the Sky. What have I got on that? 6 on that. There we are. Did I tell you what I had on the Poe? No, I didn't. I didn't actually put a price in that. That'd be 6. Be 6 on the Poe and 6 on the Heinlein. Now, this is an author I get asked for so much, especially in the Door editions. Michael Shay, edited by Joshi, The Complete Cthulhu Mythos Tales of Michael Shay. Dark Regions Press. I put 12 quid on this because I don't want to profiteer from something that I know I'm going to get a lot of orders on. But if you're interested in this, do get an email off to me pretty sharpish, because I think this one's not going to hang around that long. 2018, and there it is. Okay. Manifolded himself, which is, when you think about it, quite an interesting idea. David Gerald, introduction by Robert Sawyer. Got 6 on this. There we are. Is that Ben Bella Books from Dallas in Texas. First printing. There we are. But it's obviously not a first printing of that title. It's just a first printing in this particular edition. Here's an interesting one. Joanna Russ. Probably a very neglected writer, really. Probably should be far more high profile. This is Essays and Reviews, Country You've Never Seen. I don't know whether there's been another issue of this book. I've got 8 quid on this. Liverpool University Press. I don't think it was widely distributed. 2007. That might be the only opportunity to get that book if it's in that form. So there we are. There's that. And let's go through these. Of course, the nightmare is that I start showing you books I've already shown you, because they're now all over the floor and stacked up all around me, but hey ho. Folk Horror Revival, Corpse Roads. 8 on this one. A massive book, actually. I mean, this is just page after page after page after page. It's photographs, poems, fiction, whatever. And there's also another one of these field studies. This one's called, I've got £8 on each of these. Collection, The Wavering Knife by Brian Evanson. £8 on this. There we are. That one. Marvellous Land of Snurgs. Wow. Okay. The quote from Tolkien on the cover. What have we got on that? £8 on that one. Ah, Sarban. Now, the Sarban omnibus. Ringstone, Sound of His Horn, The Doll Maker. The Sound of His Horn, absolutely fantastic. If you've not read it, a thriller involving an alternate England where the Nazis are in control, and £12 on this one, but you're getting almost like the best of Sarban in one book. And the hardcovers of those are really difficult to find. Sherlock Holmes. 5 New Adventures, look. Consulting Detective. There we are. £20? No. Cornerstone Books. I'll put 15 on this. There we are. 15 on that one. There we are. Right, let me put those down to one side. And where am I going now? Yeah, let's go. Put these out. Sing Me Used Cars. Goodness. Weird horror. £8 on this one. I mean, if you're into this, you'll know more about this than I do, because there's so much out there in the weird horror field that I'm not familiar with. You know, I'm familiar with Robert M. Price, but this is him dealing with some Japanese weird fiction. So if you're after Japanese weird fiction, there we are, £9 on that. That's volume 2. There is volume 1 somewhere around here. Fabulous clip joint. This is a bit out of kilter with the rest of the stuff. I got £6 on this. This is only a good to very good copy. Fred Brown. That's one of his mysteries. The Opal and Other Stories. Gustav Meyrink. And again, not a brilliant copy. I got £6 on that. It's just got a little bit of aging, toning, but not a common book. Paperback original. Grimscribe's Puppets collection. Okay, £8 on this one. Painted Monsters and Other Strange Beasts. Story by Orrin Gray. Great cover. £8 on this. There we are. Again from the States. Nice rear cover as well. Okay. Let's get those out of the way. Those. Do these. There we are, look, The Immeasurable Corpse of Nature, £8 on this one. I mean, I hope just by whizzing through these, I'm not doing them down. But as I say, I don't want this to turn out to be an hour's video. It's probably going to be turning out to be quite a lot more than that as it is. Or quite long enough as it is. But I just wanted to do a different kind of video where I show you loads of stuff and I actually show you the prices as well. So this is £6, Hippocampus Press. There we are, Clark Ashton Smith. Another Clute, Essays and Reviews, Look at the Evidence, Liverpool University Press. John Clute, obviously one of the key critics of the field in the last 30 years. £8 on that, 1995. I've got quite an exciting month developing, actually. I've been doing a lot of buying, well, as you can see from these boxes, I'm doing a lot of buying. And I've also got a few trips lined up, more buying trips very soon. In fact, let me do this one first. And also something else which I'll tell you about, which is very exciting. Amethyst City, John Russell Fern. Again, a little bit out of sequence. £20. No. 15. This is one of the Griffin books. Unfortunately, Gary Levisi, I believe, lost a lot of his back stock when his basement got flooded as a result of Hurricane Katrina, I think. The aftermath of that when it hit New York, and because he had a lot of books in a basement and they all just got completely waterlogged. So these are actually, some of these, I don't know whether this is one of them, are actually quite tough to find now. They go into collections and don't come out again. Which £6 on this. Again, small press, Seren, 2012. Right. I'm putting that to one side because I want to do the Staplefords if I can all together. Seasoning Carcosa. £8 on this one. Miskatonic River Press from 2012. So again, kind of weird fantasy. Ghosts of My Life. Writings on Depression, Hauntology, and Lost Futures. Mark Fisher. 0 books. I bet there's people out there that have been really looking for that for a long, long while and couldn't find it. Well, there you are. Uncle Bob's got it for you. Right, let's get on to the Brian Staplefords because there are a lot of these. Okay, now these, I believe most of these were never produced in hardcover. £20, rubbish. £8 on this one. I'm just, Black Coat Press book, I'm just going to really whiz through these because there are a lot of them. But if you see something you like, this is where he's taken stories, adapted them. You know, they're either your thing or they're not. I think most of these are, again, yeah, £8 on that. Adapted by Brian Stableford, £8 on that. He obviously was a very much almost like a professor of science fiction, fantasy, and the weird. Hughes from the Moon, French scientific romances, £12 on this one. £50? No, get out of town. I don't know, stupid prices. There we are. More here, there's a lot of these. So you'll know whether you're interested in these. £12 on this one. Okay. Probably things you've been looking at online or seen online. Conquest of the Air. I should have taken these silly labels out. This was a previous price from somebody else. But yeah, like a Purgatory. There we are. Frankenstein Countess. Amazing how much, again, £8 on that one. Amazing how much Brian got through. There we are. Empire of the Necromancers, Frankenstein in London. £12 on that one. And there's more. So that is, that's number 3. This is number 2. So let me just check on that one. Excuse me. 2 is 8. 3, I put 12. And number 1, I put 8. Don't ask me why. Just for a bit of fun. What a lovely book. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely lovely. £8. And £8. And again, these are, I'm going to say unread. It's an often used thing. Oh, it's unread, but they do look unread. Most of them. This one has been read. This has actually got a remainder dot on the bottom. This is a tour book. This is slightly different, but just if you haven't read this and you're interested, £6 on that. But this is back now to this small press stuff. This is 15, this one, John Devil. Black Coat Press. There we are. Oh, Weird Fiction Review snuck in there from fall 2011. £9 on that. Edited by Josh E. Centipede Press. There we are. Let's put those somewhere else so they don't get muddled up with the rest of the Staplefords. Got another half a box of Staplefords. Journey to the Centre of Creation. These are the Borgo ones. 15 on that. Pools of Paradise. 12 on that. Again, I mean, you wouldn't not have them in your collection over condition. They're not perfect. There's rubs here and there. There's light mark. 15 on this one. Ian Smith Heritage and other sequels. Florian's Daedalus Mission Book 1. But they're pretty good. £12. They look and feel like Unread. The Cthulhu Encryption. 15 on that. Investigations and Other Stories, Stableford, 12 on that. And this one, book 1 in the Asgard trilogy, 15. Okay. I mean, I'm not thinking that, you know, these are all to everybody's taste, but I do try and stock the unusual. 12 quid on that. And boy, some of these are a bit unusual. 12 quid on this. Spirits of the Vastly Deep. What have we got there? 12 on that. The Best of Both Worlds. Another ambiguous tales. Borgo. They're quite a nice series, really, these, because they're nice quality paperbacks. The paper feels good. £12 on this one. And, you know, they're all a standard size. They've got the usual, you know, if they're Borgo, they've all got the Borgo label at the top. They're actually quite a nice, attractive series of books. We've got another few Stapfords here. Mounds of the Ultimate World, The Curse of the Coral Bride. That's 12. Prelude to Eternity. Mounds of the First Time Machine. £9 on that. The Plurality of Worlds. 12 quid on that. So those are all Borgo Wild Sides as well. So quite a lot there to kind of get your teeth into on those. I have one more box, which I think one more box and a few. I might sneak in a few, just a few random ones. Just get rid of these books everywhere. That's the problem. I told my wife I was going out on a buying trip. I've got 2 buying trips coming up in the next couple of weeks. And she said, buying trips? She said, well, what do you need to buy books for? Have you got enough books? Haven't you got enough books? Well, that's a very strange thing to say, don't you think? What a completely unusual thing to say. Haven't you got enough books? No, no one ever has enough books. Right, Weird and Eerie. Mark Fisher. beg your pardon, £8 on that. Theatre of Blood. Now this isn't fine. This has got a little bit of, well, maybe that's meant to be like that. I don't know. Yeah, maybe that's meant to be like that. It's an odd one. That's £8. Electric Dream House. Right, stories inspired by Lovecraft now. The Madness of Cthulhu. Titan Books. What have I got that? 8 on that. Cthulhu 2000. £8 on that. And this is one of these mammoth books, but not Mike Ashley. Mammoth Book of Cthulhu by Robinson. Robinson kind of did a lot of these mammoth books off, didn't they? There we are. This is interesting. This is a Mike Ashley. Yesterday's Tomorrow's. This is the history of science fiction, but in 100 books. So he goes through some of the key seminal books. And this is really interesting. I read this just a couple of weeks ago. This was published at 20 quid. It's brand new. And that's £10, £9.95 for £10. Okay. It's actually got a colour section with some colour covers in there. These are really nice. I like these. These are in the style of the Terra Tales that were done. These are the Greyfriar Press trade paperbacks, but there was obviously the series of books. I can't remember which publishers did them now. But that's £8. Terra Tales of Yorkshire, of the Lake District, £8. That's actually got a sticker on the back, but you could get that off quite easily. Terra Tales of East Anglia, £8. And Terra Tales of the Cotswolds. So there is a series of these. I don't think that's a full set, but they do make a really nice little collection. Cracking little anthologies. Well worth picking up if you see them around. A Borgian tribute to John W. Borg. There we are. It's an unusual thing. Reese Hughes, and there's a Reese Hughes bookmark in there because, where are we? There we are. Reese Hughes. So somebody's put that in there. What have I got on that? So I think that's £9. There's another bookmark there as well for you. So a book and 2 bookmarks. Great. is one of the British Library Tales of the Weird series. Reeses Round, that's £6. Sweet little book. This Spectral. These Spectrals are getting difficult to find. If anybody's got the ones, the M. John Harrison ones, I'm very interested in acquiring those for my own collection. Spectral Press, £8 on that. Altar in the Hills, another weird tales. Now, as I'm showing you these last few books, I ought to mention that I am now back on eBay. So I'm on eBay as Mr. Book 451. I'm starting to put up some, what I hope are interesting things, signed stuff, you know, in really nice condition. £6 on this one, look, Mark Samuels. So please have a look if you're interested. Mr. Book 451, MR Book at MR Book 451 at outlook.com is my email, but my eBay name, if you like, my eBay page is just Mr. Book, MR Book 451. £6 on the Peter Watts, The Wanderer, Timothy Jarvis there. Again, none of these have got broken spines, unless, if they have, I've told you they have, okay? £6 on that. Just a little bit of aging around the edges, but again, essentially unread. So they're Alan Garner, The Voice That Thunders. And there we are. Okay, I am preparing a video on a book that I'm having restored. £6 on this one. And my restoration video, I'm using the Conservators, who are in London. They are featured on The Repair Shop and Drew Pritchard's Salvage Hunters, The Restorers. It's a lady called Angelina. She is restoring a book for me. And I will show you that book in one of my upcoming videos. I'm going to collect the book next week. And I bought it during lockdown, actually. It was in terrible condition. Well, not terrible condition, but it was just falling apart. The glue had gone and whatever. And she's repairing it for me. And I'm very excited. And you'll see why when you see what the book is. I'm teasing you because I'm not going to tell you what the book is today. But keep an eye out for that one. If you haven't already subscribed, this is £8, by the way. The Young Vampire, Other Cautionary Tales. Ooh. Again, one of Brian Stableford's adaptations. There we are. So yeah, please subscribe if you haven't already. I know that was a bit of a whistle stop. Are there any more? Yes, there are. Hold on. There are just a few more. I might as well include these. Because these have come in recently. Light by M. John Harrison. This is a near fine copy. It does have a bit of rubbing. It's got this silver cover and probably could do with a bit of a clean up, but it's not got a broken spine. It's the trade paperback. It, you know, this is quite a tough book. Actually, it does need a bit of a clean up. It's got a bit of cobblywebs on it. That will be £8. Richard Gavin. These all came from the same collection that I've been buying into. Three Hands Press, 2016. That will be £8. A New View Over Atlantis. This will be £6. Thames and Hudson. That is £6. Somebody else's old price in there. Sin and Ashes. This is Hippocampus Press. This will be £8. Okay. Projections, the science fiction in literature and film. Edited by Lou Anders. That will be £6. Jules Verne. Narratives of Modernity. Goodness, Liverpool University Press. That will be, well, it's got some old prices in there. That's going to be £6. Live Remembered, Arthur C. Clarke. Fred Clarke, his brother. Oh, guess. What are you going to put on that? £8 on that. Georges Louis Burrows. £8 on that. And to finish off, Joseph S. Pulver Sr. Blood Will Have Its Season. Hippocampus Press again, £8 on that. Whew. Right, tried not to make that too long, but I hope you got a flavour of some of the stuff that I'm offering you. There we are. Thank you very much. There we are. Just to let you know, I will be at Morris, Flanigan, Zardos Books, or All You Need Is Books, book fair on Saturday the 8th of February. If there's anything here you'd like me to bring along to that show so you can have a closer look or save on the postage, then just let me know. I'll be taking lots of stuff. There'll be Morris, myself, Jules Burt's coming along. He's got some stuff to bring, and others. So if you can make it, we'll look forward to seeing you. Be a good day. Anyway, all the best. Bye now.
Pages turn like magic. Stories pull us in. Rocket ships and lasers, where dreams all begin. Dystopia and wonder, heroes rise to fight. In the world of fiction, we see the light. Mr. Book 451, selling dreams one by one. Science fiction tales under the sun. Alien invasions, journeys through time. Mysteries unfolding, words in perfect rhyme. Galaxies and planets, futures to explore. With every book we open, we discover more. In the pages we will find adventures for the mind. Through the stars we will fly. In fiction we won't die. We go on invasions.